Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. We are so excited to have you again. It has always been the concern of Nigerians to know exactly what the House of Rep members walk away with every month. And reason why that Nigerians have become so interested in it is because oftentimes when you pay your House of Rep member a visit, they will always complain that there is no money, and they seem not to really help. Some persons even say that whenever you visit them, the only thing they offer is food, and they will always tell you they're thinking about your needs. But right now, a member of the House have opened up, and guess what? Other member of House of Representatives are now debunking what he is saying. They are saying that it is not true. But first of all, let's look at who is behind the mic exposing this truth that Nigerians have been waiting for. And let's have it that a member of House of Representatives, Simon Karu, has revealed that each member of the House earned 9.3 million naira monthly. Wow. The lawmaker who represents Kaltungo, Shungom Federal Constituency of Gombe State stated these on Thursday in Abuja at an event to mark Nigeria's 60th anniversary. The event was tagged Fixing Nigeria at 60, Sustainable and Efficient Democracy, Issues on Accountability and Transparency in Governance. The lawmaker, however, said most of the funds were spent on constituency high demands. Mr. Karu, who was among the guest speakers, said the sum included monthly salaries and the office running costs. The official salary of a member, House of Representative, which I also receive monthly, is 800,000 naira. I told you I was going to say it. Why don't you wait for me to say it? The office running cost of a member of the House of Representatives is 8.5 million naira, he said. Those of you who know that I said exactly what it is. The problem is what the constituency demand, and when you don't meet up, they begin to call you names. Just before I walked to the stage, I received 3 emails from my constituency demanding for money and demanding for jobs. When you don't, it becomes an issue. When he was contacted to confirm his statement, Honorable Karu went ahead to affirm that he actually said that at an event. He said the office running cost is being managed by the management of the National Assembly. He said the funds are released after an evidence of expenditure is provided to the National Assembly management. But in a dramatic twist, another member of the House at the event, Nicholas Ossai, debunked Mr. Karu's revelation, urging the audience to disregard same. And according to him, Mr. Ossai said, and I quote, "I have never received such salary since I came to the National Assembly, and I have been in the National Assembly before him." The pay package of public office holders, particularly the salary and allowance of the National Assembly members, has been an issue of concern among Nigerians. The minimum wage in the Nigerian public sector is pegged at 30,000 naira. But since 2010, the over 150 million naira annual allocation to the National Assembly in the budget, which include the salaries and allowances as well as other pegs, have remained a closely guarded secret, and their details have always been hidden from the public. Now, what I mean was 150 billion actually. From 2010, they up it by some good amount, and now the total amount on an annual basis is always 150 billion naira. All right, let's go on. And it was learned on that there had been publications from different quarters about what they have been, receiving. For example, the media had on August 18 published a report indicating that 360 members of the House of Representatives got 6.58 billion naira from the nation's treasury in annual salary and allowances, while the 109 senator cost the nation 2.14 billion in several similar emoluments. Cumulatively, the country pays out a hefty 8.72 billion naira every year in salaries and allowances to lawmakers in the two chambers of the National Assembly. However, the amount the senators and members of House of Representatives remit as tax appears insignificant, as their income tax is calculated as a function of their basic salaries alone. Yet, the allowances, which are non-tax, are about 870% for senators and 820% for reps of their basic salaries. A former senator, Shehu Sani, had during the 8th Senate revealed that himself and his colleague received 18.5 million naira running cost allowance monthly aside their salaries. In an interview, the senator said that the running cost does not include 700,000 naira monthly considered salary and allowances, which they also receive, and other pegs. He said there is no specification on what the funds were meant for. Each lawmaker is mandated to provide a receipt to back up their expenses, the vocal lawmaker said. And this is really shocking, I tell you, because most Nigerians will feel very bad. One of the things that you must understand about these guys called members of House of Representatives or the senator is that they are representing the interest of their constituency. And it is believed that at one time or the other, they are supposed to always get back to the people, meeting up their needs. But guess what? It's always very difficult. But something striking for some of us that have financial background, there's something very striking here. They talked about that you must show an evidence. In other words, for everything, there must be a proof with source document, that's receipts and the likes. If you say that you have done this and done this and done this and done this, and you now present it to the people, or to the management of the National Assembly, they will go through the receipts, and as they go through the receipts, they will now reimburse you. But one of the things which I feel is not really done aright is the fact that nobody even bothers to, for example, the auditors who audit the account does not bother to, get at some time randomly, just pick receipts and get to meet with those whom they claim they possibly had bought something from, and they are retiring it or something. You understand? Or possibly put a call to some of the names, because most of them will be telling you that this number of people are in my pay list for the month because of their, the fact that they do not have money or they do not earn a salary. These few persons are the ones I'm paying and all of that. They bring up all manner of names and all manner of projects which their constituency may not be seeing. I feel that for us to really get to know or how true money is being expended by these people, I feel that the auditors should do their work sometime, pick up their receipts and get into the field, get to see if truly it is as stated in those documents, source documents that they will present for audit. Because if you see how stingy these guys are, you will be shocked that they earn this amount of money on a monthly basis. I tell you the truth that I will tell you one truth which I believe it's the truth, and that is that if there is a maximum amount you can expend as the running cost of your office, all Nigerians will be at that maximum level. Nobody will want to bring in something very minimal. Even if they don't even spend 1 naira, they have to always come out with something very reasonable so that they can continue to make that money on a monthly basis. And it's not really interesting. Some time ago, I visited that of my constituency. I won't like to mention the name, but by the time I visited the guy, what we were told was to eat food. You have to eat. They will give you a bar and you will finish eating, and that will be it. And they'll tell you, well, as you know, this country, there is no money. As I'm talking to you, even myself, I am thinking of how I will have to load fuel for my cars and how I will travel back to to Abuja and all of that. So I now realize that they try not to allow the burden of their constituency to really come on them. But however, some other persons have been doing superbly well, at least once in a long while. Some have been able to buy, bikes, buy cars, buy things that will help to generate more funds for their own people. But I am so grateful that Simon Karu had to come out to tell Nigerians the truth so that we know how to tackle some of our House of Rep members. However, that's where we like to leave it. Go to our comment section. What do you think? Is there any truth in what he's saying? And how impactful is your own House of Representative member that is representing your constituency? How is he affecting your life? Let's interact in our comments.